8 tips to keep your asthma under control. So, you've just been diagnosed with asthma. Naturally, you're probably thinking, great, my life is ruined. I'm going to have to give up my favorite sports and miss out on doing all those fun activities I usually do with my friends. Fortunately, this isn't true. Asthma won't control your life, as long as you stay in control of your symptoms. By taking the right steps, you can continue to live a healthy, normal life and still enjoy all the things you love. Hello and welcome to MedTouch, the best place to find the right medical information. Asthma is a common lung disease that affects millions of people worldwide. When you have asthma, your airways are overly sensitive, so when you experience flare-ups, your airways become narrow and swollen, which makes it hard for you to breathe. This can lead to symptoms such as coughing, wheezing, chest tightness, and shortness of breath. If left unmanaged, asthma can result in severe, unexpected, and life-threatening asthma attacks. Although there's no cure for asthma, it's highly treatable. In fact, by following the right steps, you can gain near complete control over your condition and live a normal, healthy life. So, breathe easy, because in today's video, we're sharing 8 tips that you can use to effectively manage and stay in control of your asthma. Tip 1. Get an asthma action plan. The best way to effectively manage and stay on top of your asthma symptoms is to follow an asthma action plan. Asthma action plans require a team approach, so you'll need to create one with the assistance of your doctor. Your plan will be tailored to your specific needs and serve as a treatment guide that will teach you how to manage your asthma on a daily basis. Your plan will provide you with a list of your medications and when you need to take them, as well as what to do when your symptoms get worse, how to avoid common triggers and allergens, and what to do in the case of a medical emergency. Asthma symptoms are variable and may get worse or better depending on many different things. It's important to closely follow your action plan and review it regularly with your doctor. It's also important to remember that although you may start to feel better whilst following your action plan, asthma is a chronic disease, so you need to continue to manage your condition and take your medication on a daily basis, even when you're not experiencing any symptoms. Tip 2. Avoid smoke. When you have asthma, the airways inside your lungs are highly sensitive. This means that certain triggers such as smoke can cause your airways to swell, making it much harder for you to breathe. Smoking cigarettes, or even just breathing in secondhand smoke, is one of the biggest asthma-related triggers. Cigarette smoke not only damages your lungs and decreases your lung function, but it also increases the risk, frequency, and severity of asthma attacks, and decreases the effectiveness of certain asthma medications. So, if you're a smoker, it's time to throw away those cigarettes for good. The good news is you can achieve healthier lungs and the bonus of a much healthier body within just 6 weeks of quitting. There are many effective ways you can quit. You can try nicotine replacement therapy, coaching, or simply quitting cold turkey. Whatever you choose, you don't need to do it alone. Reach out to your healthcare professional to see which method is best for you, or call your local Quit helpline for support. And for those who are non-smokers, remember that it's equally as important for you to reduce your exposure to secondhand smoke too. Be sure to avoid venues that allow smoking, such as hotels, bars, or casinos. If you spot someone smoking nearby, walk away from them and keep a wide distance. And don't be afraid to put your own health first by kindly asking guests or friends to stop smoking when they're around you. Because, let's be honest, the last thing you want to do is suffer at the hands of other people's bad habits. Tip 3. Avoid asthma triggers. By controlling your environment, you can control your asthma. Whether you're at home, in public, at work, or visiting a friend, there are things you can do to avoid common allergens and keep yourself safe. For instance, you can reduce your exposure to smoke by avoiding restaurants or venues that allow cigarette smoking, or you can stay indoors when there's lots of smoke pollution in the air. When you're sleeping at a hotel or a friend's place, bring your own pillow to avoid exposure to dust mites. Keep track of the weather and avoid spending too much time outdoors when the weather is particularly cold or humid, or during spring when there's high levels of pollen in the air. And even though your friend's adorable dog is giving you those puppy dog eyes, you'll have to decline giving him a pat if it's going to trigger your asthma and make your symptoms worse. Although it may seem hard, identifying and avoiding triggers that make your asthma harder to manage is very important. If ignored, these triggers may cause your symptoms to become severe and potentially life-threatening. Speak to your doctor and regularly update your asthma action plan to ensure that you can effectively identify and eliminate common asthma-causing triggers. Tip 4. Check allergen levels and air quality. If you've just been diagnosed with asthma, the thought of spending time outdoors might be frightening for you. Airborne particles found in haze, smoke, and dust can trigger your asthma and cause both short and long-term lung complications. However, this doesn't mean that you can't enjoy fresh air and outdoor activities. You just need to be vigilant about keeping track of the air quality and allergen levels before leaving the house. Most weather apps and websites provide daily air quality and allergen alerts that will help you stay aware and plan ahead. During allergy seasons, or when the air quality is reported as poor, stay indoors as much as possible. If you must go outdoors for essential reasons such as work, face masks and disposable respirators can be worn to help prevent air particles from entering your lungs. When the weather is particularly hot and hazy, it may be better to avoid exercising outside and instead choose cooler, air-conditioned environments such as a gym. And if you're looking for a new job or place to live, do some research beforehand to compare the air quality and pollution levels in different areas. Accepting a job in a bustling, smoke-polluted city might be tempting, but the extra salary and cityscape views might not be worth the risk to your health. Tip 5. Make your home asthma-friendly. Your home should be your happy place, but when you have asthma, it can make your symptoms much harder to manage. This is because there are a range of triggering allergens such as dust mites, mold, and pet dander living rent-free in your home. So, to stay on top of your symptoms, you need to make your environment as asthma-friendly as possible. When it comes to reducing allergens, dust mites are the hardest to eliminate. Every house has them. They're tiny little bugs that live in your furniture, carpets, bedding, and even pillows. Because they're so tiny, they can only be seen under a microscope, which makes them impossible to detect and eliminate entirely. When you're asthmatic, breathing in these pesky bugs can make your asthma symptoms worse, so it's important that you take steps to reduce the amount of them in your home. Wash your bedding and sheets in hot water each week and dry them in a hot dryer to ensure the mites are well and truly dead. You should also regularly change your pillow and use an allergen-resistant cover to reduce your contact with mites while sleeping. Regularly vacuuming your house is also recommended. However, you may want to ask someone else to do this for you, as vacuuming can stir up particles in the air that irritate your lungs. If you can't get someone else to do this, try wearing a dust mask or using a vacuum that contains a high-efficiency particulate-absorbing filter. If you have pets, you'll also want to do as much as you can to remove pet dander from your home. Try to keep pets away from bedrooms or areas where you spend most of your time. Regularly wash your pet's blankets, mats, bedding, and toys, and after petting or touching your pets, make sure you wash your own hands too. Unfortunately, if your symptoms get particularly bad or unmanageable, you may need to consider the hard decision of rehoming your furry friends. In addition, try to keep your home free from mold spores by reducing moisture in areas such as the bathroom, kitchen, and laundry. To do this, try to avoid having long showers or running the tap for an extended amount of time, fix any leaks that may be contributing to dampness, clean mold immediately as soon as it appears, and make sure you wear a mask while doing this, and use dehumidifiers and humidity monitors in each room to remove and keep track of excess moisture. You may also want to install an air conditioner with a good quality hypoallergenic filter. Air conditioners can greatly improve your home's air quality, and as a bonus, they help to prevent mold and dust mites too. And finally, if you're unable to make your home asthma-friendly due to it being too old or due to other unavoidable triggers, you may need to say goodbye to your current home and move to another place which is more asthma-friendly. Tip 6. Exercise regularly. You may be worried that having asthma means that you have to give up exercise and say goodbye to your favorite sports. Luckily, that's not true. In fact, exercising regularly is not only crucial for maintaining your health, but it can also improve your lung function, improve your breathing, and help you gain greater control over your symptoms. Sometimes intense exercise can be too tough when you have asthma, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy a good workout and break up a sweat. Try activities or sports that allow for intermittent breaks. These are gentler on your lungs and they allow you to catch your breath when you need to. If you're hesitant to exercise due to a fear of having an asthma attack, start off by slowly increasing your movement and ease yourself into it. Make sure you can take your medication and always keep your inhaler nearby. Consult with your doctor about the best type of activity for your individual needs. And if you like, ask a friend or family member to exercise with you to help increase your confidence. So go on, get out there and get moving. Tip 7. Maintain a healthy diet and weight. If you're searching for a long-term solution to effectively manage your asthma, then dropping those extra kilos and improving your diet is the way to go. When you're overweight, your asthma is much harder to manage. This is because excess weight around the chest and abdomen can constrain your lungs and make it harder for you to breathe. Fat tissue also increases inflammation, which can impair lung function and increase the severity of asthma-related symptoms. So, if you've been thinking about getting into shape and losing those extra kilos, now's the time to start. By losing just a few kilos, you'll not only improve your asthma, but you'll also use less medication, sleep better, and most importantly, feel healthier. And don't forget to eat healthy meals too. Improving your diet is not only essential for maintaining a healthy weight, but what you put on the end of your fork can actually improve your lung health and help prevent unwanted asthma attacks. Make sure you incorporate plenty of fresh fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and healthy fats into your diet. Foods that are rich in vitamins and antioxidants, such as salmon, eggs, carrots, sweet potatoes, bananas, broccoli, and leafy greens, have all been linked to better lung function and fewer asthma symptoms. So be sure to fill your plate with plenty of these foods. It's also a good idea to stay away from certain foods and beverages that may trigger excess gas or acid reflux. These types of foods can put pressure on your diaphragm and cause chest tightness and trigger unwanted asthma flare-ups. Examples of these foods and beverages include cabbage, onions, garlic, beans, fried foods, alcohol, and carbonated beverages. So don't delay your health any longer. For every healthy lifestyle choice you make, your asthma will become easier to manage. Tip 8. Protect yourself from viruses. When you're asthmatic, you're much more likely to fall prey to nasty viruses that can cause respiratory infections such as the cold, flu, and COVID-19. These infections are not only unpleasant to deal with, but they can also make your asthma significantly worse and much harder to manage. So, to ensure that you stay healthy and free from infections, be sure to regularly practice good hygiene by washing your hands thoroughly or using hand sanitizer. Distance yourself from others with flu-like symptoms, and, if applicable, get vaccinated with the annual flu shot and COVID-19 vaccine. Always follow the directions of your asthma action plan and seek medical advice from your doctor as soon as you develop any cold or flu-like symptoms. So, there you have it, 8 tips to stay in control of your asthma. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so we can stay in touch.